Hello everybody, my name is Liu Yi. I'm from Jiangxi University of Finance and Economics. Welcome back to my class of International Macroeconomics. Today we are going to talk about the fixed exchange rate system. Fixed exchange rate system contains several countries. So in this section, we will learn the coordination between countries. For example, the global Bretton Woods system and the European Exchange Rate Mechanism, or ERM. Especially, all potential euro members must pass ERM. These systems are based on the reserve currency system consists of N countries. One of those countries is the central country, and it's also called the nth country. The central country provides the reserve currency as the base currency, and all other currencies peg to it. When the central country dominates the monetary policy, they are free to set their own interest rate I star. If the strong central country chooses pegs in order to maintain the peg, it has to adjust its own interest rate I to equal to I star. Thus, the central country cannot implement stabilization policies, but central country does. This asymmetry, known as nth currency problem, may be a trigger for political conflict. But through cooperative arrangement, this problem can be avoided. Let's look at the difference between central currency conducts cooperative and non-cooperative interest rate policies in a figure. As panel A shows, the non-central home country initially achieved equilibrium at point 1 with output Y1. It is lower than desired output Y0. In panel B, the central foreign currency achieved equilibrium at its desired output Y star 0 at point 1. Home and foreign interest rates are equal, and home unilaterally pegs to foreign. Foreign has monetary policy autonomy. If the central country doesn't give any policy privilege, this is the non-cooperative outcome. But with cooperation, the foreign country make policy privilege and lower its interest rate, and home can do the same and maintain the peg. Lower interest rates in the other country shifts each country's IS curve to the left, but the easing of monetary policy in both countries shifts each country's LM curve down. Finally, the net effect is to boost outcome in both countries. Thus, the new equilibrium at point 2 and 2 prime lie to right of point 1 and 1 prime. In the cooperative situation, the foreign central currency In the cooperative situation, the foreign central country receives an increased output Y star 2 compared with its desired level. However, home output races closer to desired level, racing from Y1 to Y2. So cooperative policies led to a win-win result. However, conducting cooperative policies isn't as easy as we thought. Firstly, through a unilateral peg does not benefit both countries. It imposes stable costs to non-central countries. Second, people doubt about the possibility of countries to announce cooperation on fixed rates, let alone real cooperative behavior. What is more, shocks whenever to a group of economies are often asymmetric. In short, central countries have enormous autonomy in the reserve currency system, so they are unwilling to give it up. This makes it difficult for cooperative outcomes to be achieved on a sustainable level. Let's look at an example. Supposing a country previously pegged at the rate E1 announced that it will henceforth peg at a different rate E2. By definition, if E2 is higher than E1, there is a devaluation of the home currency. Similarly, if E2 is lower than E1, there is a re-evaluation of the home currency. Assuming the center is a large country with monetary policy autonomy and has set its interest rate at I. Home is pegged to the central currency at the exchange rate home against the US dollar, and foreign is pegged at the exchange rate of foreign over US dollar. By the way, some definitions we want to emphasize are the terms devaluation and revaluation should be used only when pegs are being adjusted. Depreciation and appreciation should be used to describe the up and down of exchange rates. In the following situation, the non-central home country initially achieves equilibrium at point 1 with output at Y1. It is lower than desired output Y0. In panel B, the non-central foreign country achieves equilibrium at its desired output level Y*0 at point 1 prime. Home and foreign interest rates are both equal to the base currency's interest rate. In addition, home and foreign unilaterally peg to the base country. With cooperation, home slightly devalues against the dollar and maintains a peg at a higher exchange rate. The home interest and foreign interest rates remain the same, but the home real depreciation causes home dominate to increase. IS shifts out to IS2. This is also the foreign real appreciation, so foreign dominate decreases. IS star shifts into IS*2. In this cooperative situation, at point 2 and 2 prime, foreign output decreases from Y*0 to Y*2. Meanwhile, home output increases from Y1 to Y2. But pay attention, there is a condition. Foreign is highly dependent on home country. How about if there is no cooperative policies? Without cooperation, home devalues more aggressively against the dollar. After large home real depreciation, IS shifts out to IS3, and IS star shifts into IS*3. In this non-cooperative situation, home gets its desired output Y0 by exploring the recession to foreign, but the foreign output falls to Y*3. So what lesson we can learn from above case? First, non-cooperative policies of adjusting pegs usually perform as a beggar-thy-neighbor policy. That is, home can improve its position at the expense of foreign, but without agreement. Once home conducts such policy, foreign probably will respond with a devaluation of its own in the same way. Hence, cooperation is necessary to stabilize a fixed exchange rate system with adjustable pegs, as well as prevent beggar-thy-neighbor devaluation. Cooperative policies do decrease some asymmetric problems between countries. However, the only true symmetric systems are those countries fixed to the value of their currencies relative to some commodity. The most famous and important of these systems were the gold standard. In this system, there is no central country because countries did not peg the exchange rate to base currency. Instead, they pegged to the local price of gold. Under the gold standard, gold and money were seamlessly interchangeable. The combined value of gold and money in the hands of the public was the relevant measure of money supply, or M. Let's look at some examples to understand gold standard. For example, there is two countries. Britain pegs the gold at a price G, and France pegged to gold at price star G. Under the system, 1 pound cost 1/PG ounces of gold, and each ounces of gold cost PG francs. In accordance with the fixed gold prices set by the central banks in each country. Thus, 1 pound cost exchange rate par equals to P star G over PG francs. And this ratio defined the par exchange rate implied by the gold prices in each country. The gold standard resetted on the principle of free convertibility. This meant central banks in both countries were ready to buy and sell gold in the exchange for currencies at these side prices. In addition, the trade of gold among countries were under restricted.